We're proud to announce the launch of our new loudspeaker range, Atom. Atom will launch with 2 models initially. So there's the Atom 525 stand mount loudspeaker with its own bespoke stand, and the Atom 650, which is the larger floorstander version. So with Atom, we want it to be a more accessible range of products, but that also uses some of our trickle-down technology from our flagship speaker, Hylixa.
Atom also brings new technologies, so we're debuting what we're calling Monocell. Monocell is a really interesting advance for us. So utilising additive manufacturing, we're able to create a damping material which is integral to the cabinet of the speaker. What Monocell does is it replaces traditional stuffing or wadding. It damps the rearward wave of the speaker within the cabinet, but it also is structural, so it replaces traditional bracing. It's a kind of universal infinite brace that permeates throughout the whole volume.
Once again, the manufacturing of Atom is all done in-house here in our facility in Cambridge. Everything is manufactured on site. We once again use additive processes. Like with Hylixa, we also wanted a premium aesthetic to the product. So once again, we used machined aluminium parts, either anodized or polished, and we wrapped the speakers in either a fabric or premium leather finishes.
So we're debuting 2 models in the Atom range. Atom 525, which has a 5.25-inch bass driver driving our helical transmission line, and Atom 650, which has a 6.5-inch bass driver driving a longer transmission line. Both have 2 mid-range drivers in a Dapelito array flanking a tweeter, so both are true 3-way designs. The mid-range on both models use a lightweight magnesium-cone, which is a spiderless design, so really fantastic impulse response. And both of those drivers play into our Monocell technology. The Monocell technology damps the rearward wave of those drivers, which is important so the sound is dissipated within the speaker and doesn't propagate and smear the sound from the front of the driver. Mechanically, it also braces the enclosure, so it creates a type of infinite bracing structure so that you get less panel vibration from the side of the speaker that would otherwise colour the sound. The tweeter was chosen for its frequency extension and off-axis performance. This, harnessed with our rounded profile of the cabinet, creates wonderful off-axis response. The mid-range and tweeter drivers work with the bass driver that drives the transmission line, which is in a vertical format, so sound propagates down and back up around the coil of the transmission line. It hits the waveguide at the top and projects sound forward through the grille. This is all possible because we use additive manufacturing to create our transmission line, which is a coil that progresses up within the speaker, but also our complex Monocell technology, which couldn't be manufactured in any other way. We're depositing material layer by layer to create this complex geometry as one single piece.
For those that don't know what additive processes mean, in layman's terms, it's 3D printing. However, we use advanced forms of this process that, in essence, grow our loudspeakers into a cabinet shape that would normally not be possible using other manufacturing processes.
We also use additive manufacturing to create our 3D printed crossover cartridge. Each component is cradled within its own pocket and bonded to reduce resonance, but is also point-to-point wired for the best sound quality.
So once again, we're using these processes always with a functional benefit in mind as to the acoustic performance of our loudspeakers.
We use high-quality components from Janssen, Clarity and Mundorf, befitting of the technology we're deploying within the speaker and the quality of the drivers we're using. So the crossover points for both speakers are 250 Hz down to the bass driver, and from the mid to the tweeter, it's 2750 Hz. The floorstander has a longer transmission line, which is tuned lower, and it's able to achieve a -3 dB point of 28 Hz versus the stand mount's 34 Hz. Both models in the Atom lineup are upholstered. It can be specified with a woven cloth finish or a real leather finish, which is upholstered by a specialist local to the factory. Both options have a foam backing, which helps deaden the enclosure. Both models have a aluminium CNC machined bottom plate and top plate. The top plate is machined in such a way that it creates a waveguide underneath and it projects bass energy forward through a grille. Both plates are black anodized and diamond cut to create a beautiful aesthetic. With Atom, we're taking some of the very best technologies of Hylixa, but utilising a more efficient manufacturing process and a different aesthetic to perhaps make it more appealing to other listeners. But again, I really want to reinforce that this is all driven by acoustic performance.